I do have the damage numbers on, so you can kind of see what they do if you right click. Hold on, see if I can hit. See how hard it is to hit. What is up, my ARK survivors? This is Alcarin.
And this is Lucy.
Bringing you another amazing episode. Oh my god, oh my god. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all so much for all the support. Just keep watching, keep liking, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And Lucy, what are you doing there, Lucy?
I thought I smelled something stinky.
Is that better? I turned around.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's better. What do you think?
Maybe a bit better. But we are on our part 3 of our 3-part series.
Oh my god! So, I just wanted to throw it out there and say, hey, you know, these wyverns take a long time to grow up. What is it? For us, it was 3 real-life days, and I think we're at like times 2, right, Lucy?
Yeah, technically it was 46 hours all the way around for the times 2.
Gotcha. 46 real-life hours, and I remember hatching the wyverns, and I remember them eating about every hour or so right out the gate. What is it, 500? Was it every hour or so, would you say?
I would absolutely say that.
And then after a while, after they grew up, it would slowly grow from feeding them every hour or so to every 2, then 3, then 4 hours. But the main problem that we experienced was preserving the milk. And I don't know if we covered that, did we, in the last episode?
No, this is where I wanted to kind of touch base. So basically, your milk expires after 2 hours. So you want to set a timer for yourself when you're sleeping for like an hour and 40 minutes, and you want to hop on and just feed them because it's going to expire otherwise.
So the exact math on it, if you want to, you look at your wyvern, right? Look at their max food. And I don't know, it's probably going to be about 500. Now, wyverns, the level's going to vary, so it might have more or less food. But take that number, let's say it was 500, and then it looks as though the food goes down about 0.1 every second. That means that take that 500, multiply it by 10, right? Divide it by 60, and divide it by 60 again, and that'll tell you how many hours you have before the food runs out. Now, keep in mind, your sole purpose in this is just to keep the food bar from hitting 0 and then them starving to death. That's all you really have to do is just keep them fed. Now, another thing we like to do is you'll get like 5 milk per wyvern that you knock out and you take the milk from. However, you're only going to get to feed 1, and then you're going to store the rest in a fridge. And in the fridge, you store it in there. You can't store it in the actual fridge. You have to store it in a preserving bin, and I'll kind of show you how we do it. We don't currently have any more milk since we've already raised ours. But you make this preserving salt. We store it in these vessels. I think we mentioned it before because it vastly increases their spoil time. If you can see here, it's 11 minutes, 50 seconds. You drop it in, it goes to 410 million billion hours, days. So it lasts forever. So once you get that salt, and the way you make the salt, I'm sure a lot of people already know, you learn the Ingram, you go to your chemistry bench, or your mortar and pestle, either one will work. You get your raw salt, you throw your sulfur in there, and you grind it out, and it'll make it for you. Salt only stacks to 6. You can no longer store milk in refrigerators. I think they nerfed that. But you can store it in Prezzo bins. So you take that preserving salt, you take some spark powder, throw it in there, throw your milk in there. And if it's fresh milk, I've seen it last up to 2.5 hours. Now what you're going to end up doing is you might say, oh, well, I have 4 hours before I need to feed him again, and that's correct. But the milk will spoil in 4 hours. So usually when it gets down to about 20 minutes on the milk, we force feed it to the wyverns anyways, just to max out their bar because it's going to spoil. We haven't found a better way of preserving the milk. You can also put the preserving salt in the dino inventory, and it'll also preserve the milk. I think it's like 40 minutes without preserving salts, and then maybe double that with preserving salts at best.
The reason that's really important is because your transport from when you get the milk to your base, you're expanding the life.
Exactly. So if it says 20 minutes here, you pull it out, it might say 2 minutes or whatever in your inventory. So you have to get it to the wyvern and you have to force feed it in time. Very important. So just because it says you have 20 minutes, once you pull it out, doesn't mean that you have 20 minutes. And we've experienced this many, many times. So without further ado, I'm excited about showing off the wyverns, the all grown up state, and their level capped. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh. And we have heard rumors of somebody on our server building a trap and solo getting the milk. Otherwise, it is a 2-person job.
What? Somebody made a trap? Who is this somebody?
I think it was Venomous Cucumber.
Venomous Cucumber, oh my god. So, Lucy, do you want to talk about these bad boys a little bit now that they're all grown up?
Well, they're pretty and they're purple. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so one's poisonous, one's lightning. We've taken them out for a few spins to see kind of what they do. C grabs the dinos if you're wanting to carry, which Alcarin has a little surprise for you for the tame we're going to do next. But they have a right-click ability, which is their lightning or their poison or their fire, and then they have their left-click ability.
So I just showed you my right-click, Lucy, if you want to show off your right-click to the viewers out there. Now, poison is a little hard to hit with in air combat. However, for PvP ground combat, I hear it's amazing. Like, you can literally take these fireballs, and if there's a rider on a dinosaur, you can just... It ignores armor, hits the ground, and just bursts into poison, and it'll just kill people off their backs of their dinosaurs, which is very effective. However, I'm noticing we weren't that picky. When we picked our eggs up, we were just kind of nervous. We were just kind of grabbing whatever we could. We got fairly low-level drakes, or wyverns, or whatever you want to call them. Now, the one I have, the poison one, was a level 12, and Lucy's lightning was a level...
8.
Level 8. So, you know, they level capped at only 77, I think, on this one, and the other one, I don't know exactly. I think the other one level capped 2 at something. But I was able to get 100% imprint on this, which was pretty cool, because I only had to... it only asks to be walked, cuddled, or milk. Correct, Lucy?
And Lucy definitely had to assist with that while Alcarin was at work.
Yeah, because it was definitely... I mean, it's every hour on the hour-ish. You know, you got to... And then you got to go out. It's a 2-man job to go get the milk. I wasn't always here to help with the milk runs. We got it down, though. I think we're getting milk, like, in, 10 minutes. Right, Lucy?
Absolutely. And wanted to mention something. These things are like turning a yacht around or a ship, a Titanic. It's like a Moza for the air.
Yeah, so they're very hard to maneuver. They don't have all that many hit points. At least these low-level ones don't have all that many hit points. But they do hit very hard. I do have the damage numbers on, so you can kind of see what they do. If you right-click, hold on, see if I can hit. See how hard it is to hit. Now, you can shoot from the ground, which is pretty cool, and it feels like it uses a lot of stamina whenever you're shooting poison. But to give you an idea, 13, 14 damage with poison, and then you can see it's doing 10 damage per second right there.
Wait, Alcarin, give me 1 second. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! So I'm also going to use my left-click bite. 1,051 damage, not too shabby. These are really good for harvesting. Also, another cool thing they have is if you're on the ground and you hit C, it does a wing attack, which like pushes stuff back. Dinosaurs players, I kind of want to show it off on a dino. See how it pushes them back? That could be a defensive tactic to keep them away from you, and then you could like shoot them with a poison bolt or something. Also, they can pick up a lot of different dinosaurs. Now, I think that they can't pick up Rexes, Parasaurs, Golems, and I think that's about it. And obviously, they can't pick up Flyers. But they can pick up Morlatops. Let's see if I can get one. You have to hit C while they're in the air. It's a little bit tricky to do this. It takes time. And look at this huge turn radius, like Lucy said. So you can pick them up, carry them, makes it for easy taming. You can also munch them in midair. Kind of like an Argent, see? And you can kill them midair, and you can go down and harvest them. So I really like the Wyvern. I don't think they're overpowered at all. But again, I don't have a high level one yet. I'm going to be working on that. Lucy, was it Lucy? No, it was Jaw. Was it Jaw that found a really high level poison dragon egg?
I would say so. Mine was a level 28 fire, but Jaw got a what?
Let's see, guys. I think I have it in the fridge. Let's check it out. Oh, also, I didn't need to mention, we ended up adobing out the upper layer and the inside, and we were able to outer coat with metal. We just haven't made a formal way to get in and out yet, except for the elevator, which I'm kind of excited to show you.
And one quick thing, if you're trying to land your wyvern on a specific place, you need to make sure you press X to stop, and then at that point you will land.
Yep. Also, another cool thing is I'm going to show you guys the fertilized egg. Here it is, a level 100 poison egg, and I'm giving full credit to Jal on that one. It was a rough event. I don't know if you want to describe it. We can maybe describe it in a later episode.
Absolutely. I think that will be for the next episode. You mentioned something to me about taming something epic.
So, I've heard a lot of complaints about people not being able to tame mantises. It's because they're passive tames, right? And I hear you need deathworm fangs or claws to do them. And I'm hearing that using, bug spray or bug repellent isn't all that effective. So, like, basically you sneak up from behind them and there's like a 50% chance they'll just wreck your face, especially on 5 times wild dino damage, which is what we run. And once they're aggressive, they really can't be fed all that well, unfortunately. So I wanted to show a special, to do a special episode for you guys on that alone, and it's going to be a special trap, which will allow you to do easy.
And we say this without having done it yet, so we will keep our fingers crossed.
I like making claims before and just saying what people say, you know. So stay tuned on that next episode. I do want to show you guys this elevator system. I'm sure a lot of you already know, but some of you may not. If you're riding a dinosaur and an elevator clips through the roof, you will clip through the roof. So here's an example.
However, if you have your dino and it's underneath, it will clip through the bottom and potentially die.
We lost the dinosaur that way. So you walk up to the railroad track, you're mounted to it, you see there's a weight limit. Always build the largest platform because it has the highest weight limit. But if you hit E while on the dinosaur, I think I got it. Hold on. There we go. And the elevator goes up, and you would think that you would get smashed. But instead, you clip right through all of the ceiling tiles. Whoop. And you got to hit that elevator quickly, otherwise it pushes you through into the next level. But this is a very defensive tactic. You can imagine, you could build your base completely without doors and just use the elevator system to get in and out. Now, on this particular, on Scorched Earth, I would say that's pretty dangerous because you're constantly getting electrical storms, you're constantly getting hit with sandstorms, your generator's constantly taking damage. So your power can go out, and if your only way to get in and out is via the elevator, if your power goes out, you're not going to be able to get in and out your base. But defensively, it's very strong. I think that's about it, Lucy. Is there anything else you want to cover before we close this up?
Yes, I want to tell all of you, thank you so much for being amazing. And if you're new, please subscribe to our channel so you can kind of follow what we're doing. And we really appreciate it. Helps us grow. And stay tuned for the next episode.
Oh my God! See you in the next video. Peace.
Peace out.